Hello, everyone. I'm Big C, and I'm here to share with you my cancer journey. So, to make things a little bit more understandable, I gathered some of my images, and I wanted to go over them just to kind of explain things here. So I've had plenty of scans done on me, various CT scans, X-rays, MRIs, PET scans, and to get all of that information was just way too much for them to give me. But what mattered the most to me was like the PET scans and then the MRIs. Those images are probably the most detailed and informative. So, um, one of the images that they showed me that really made sense to me was one of the ones I'm gonna pull up, and basically it's of a PET scan, and it is basically um, with this red contrast to show where the reuptake would be the most. So they inject me with this radioactive contrast, and what shows up on the radar, I guess, is like these lit up spots. So there's like a lesion right there within, like right in the smack dab in the middle of my skull. And right now I'm scrolling through my body. Okay, so the glands on our face, these are normal spots where this contrast would show up, but like in the bone, like in spots like that, like that's not normal. Okay, so that's some abnormal stuff that's showing where there's cancerous activity. So I've got various tumors spread throughout the bones along my spine, and you can see it's really well lit up over there. And as I scroll through more and more, um, you'd see we're focusing mostly on the vertebrae, the spine, where basically you wouldn't see these little spots normally. Um, throughout my body, you can see a lot um, of what they call like that reuptake. So here on my chest, right on my chest plate, this is actually where that original chest tumor was nearby, right underneath that chest plate, right underneath the sternum, is where the tumor was originally. And it's no surprise that on the chest plate there, there is some cancer in that bone too. So it's pretty much on my chest all over. It's on my back all over. Um, and this is also this image doesn't even fucking say it all. Um, so you see here going through the organs, it's brightly lit because these organs are the ones processing and eliminating the radioactive contrast. It is normal for like the liver and intestines and kidneys and bladder to show this leftover contrast because it's eliminating through waste through the body. So it's doing its course. But what we don't want to see is in the bone, in the spine, these spots here. So that's where there's cancerous activity. They can't really pinpoint it, but these are just signals that are being given off. So it just kind of shows an idea of where this stuff is. So it's really concentrated and clustered along my tailbone. It has spread along my hips too. So basically, I live with a lot of chronic pain in my hips and in my back, especially. Like, so yeah, that picture was one section. Okay, so I just got done scrolling through the whole body. I'll go through there quick again one more time just to kind of show a quick overview. But these are what the doctors showed me when I wanted to see the images, and they explained it to me as best as they could. Now I'm explaining as best as I can, which is not as good as how they can, but how it made sense to me. So, but yeah, that's one slice right there. Another really good image is this one right here. So this one is kind of like as if I were standing up, but it's just the way that the machine, you know, was able to scan me from this angle. So like here, it's like you're kind of dissecting me in half. Okay, and I'm scrolling through the body like this. Okay, and here's where you could really see a good overview of the spread throughout the backbone. Just my whole spine is littered with these tumors, and the good thing is they don't hurt all the time, but there is some chronic pain that I deal with, yes. Um, Specifically in my lower back and hips. Now, I already had some radiation to address the concentrated tumors in my lower back. And, I dealt with whatever side effects came with it, which, included basically some weeks of like just chronic diarrhea because where they shot the radiation went straight through these organs. So like the large intestine got some inflammation from that radiation, and it was not pleasant, but it was the best advice I could get. That seems to be what everyone was advocating for, and I was reluctant to do it, but I did it eventually because, well, I'm trying to do everything I can to survive this as long as I can. So over here is another really good image that shows kind of like a map. You can't really see it too well, but in this image, the little gray splotches, like the little dots that are peppered throughout the body, like those are little tumors. Now, mind you, this image is from November last year. They did do another one, and I'm gonna be getting those records pretty soon. I'm in the middle of getting and obtaining those records, but it takes some time, and you gotta talk to people and fill out some paperwork, and they make it a real pain just to get your own medical records. But yeah, those are some really cool images, I think. I got a handful of other images, but probably nowhere near as valuable as the ones I just showed you. Um, some of them they look pretty cool, but I I don't know exactly what I'm even looking for in some of them. Um, but it's given me some stuff to look into. One of the coolest images I got though was probably of my brain. Ooh, that looks really cool. See, I haven't even looked through all the images. So, like every once in a while, I'll go through here and get like some better images, and like some of them are really, really good. They look really cool. But yeah, I wanted to find the MRI of my brain. That was probably one of my favorite ones. Just because it just it's like a textbook image of a brain. Let me see if I could find it. So, okay, I know I've got it here somewhere. Maybe I'll have to show that to you guys on my next video. Yeah. If you guys want to see more, let me know. I'm always down to reach an audience, and you know, uh, I'm just saying to all the cancer patients out there, I am with you. All right, we are not alone.